What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. In this one, we're talking about Redbox again, ticker RDBX, an insanely high potential short squeeze candidate right now. I mean, experiencing some pretty intense volatility. It was up 16.28% today. After hours, it's gone up, it's gone down 1.97%. I am recording this on Monday night, but I'm posting this Tuesday. And we'll just see. I'll show you on the 4 hours, the upward momentum that we've been seeing recently. Okay, there's a lot of talks going on right now that maybe we experienced a mini squeeze, and even if we did, there is still so much more upward momentum. I mean, this did hit a pretty strong resistance level at about $6, $6.12, and is pushed down, and I do believe that we will continue to uptrend. I mean, if we can break through, right now this is the 20-day moving average. We're kind of trading just below, and if we break through, I do believe there will be some huge upward momentum. But before I get into the video, all I ask, if you enjoy this type of content, that you do subscribe to the channel and you turn on those post notifications so you don't miss out on any of my future videos. But let's go ahead and get straight into it. So the number one thing that is very interesting to me is this. Redbox's short interest is sitting at over 100%, okay? Short interest of the free float is 102.72%. That's pretty big. Cost to borrow average 782%. The max is 803%. The minimum is 777.8%. Okay. These are some huge numbers, okay? Like hypothetically, I'm just going to do simple math. Let's say you were to borrow $100 worth of stock in RDBX. With these numbers, that means you're paying over like $700. Just do this, okay? And I mean, the numbers kind of vary because it goes into daily, annual. It's not like you pay 778% every single day. But what I'm getting to the point is this is not sustainable for these borrowers, especially short sellers, whenever the stock is making upward momentum moves like this. So it's very interesting to see just this type of stuff happening, because I know that it happens in the market a lot. Like these stocks will see a higher free float, higher short interest in their entire free float. And then, for example, like GME was one of those stocks. And we saw the stock just make absolutely berserk movement, and people still see berserk movement in that stock. But there's a lot of different things happening. And I kind of want to talk about some more things on Redbox. Okay. This is the short percent as of July 15th. Okay. According to Yahoo Finance, it was about 37%. Sitting right now, it's up at 102%, as I showed you. This is insane, an insane increase of free float since then. Okay, we go ahead and look on Fintel. It's about 63.65% according to the NASDAQ, and I do not know the exact date on this, but still, the short interest is massive. Okay, this is almost like, I don't want to say anything's a guarantee. I don't like putting guarantees in the markets because there really is no guarantees in the markets. But this is almost like a guarantee that this is a short squeeze candidate, and from potential, I'm just making up numbers here, but let's just say $5 to 50. Okay, I'm coming up with numbers. Okay, do not make you think that the stock is going to go to $50. I wish I could tell you what it's going to go to, and I'm not saying put all your money into the stock. That's one thing I do want to stress. I think a lot of people kind of come up with the idea that a YouTuber or somebody talks about a stock and says this or that. It's really important that you take your own stance. I could talk about, like I showed in my Discord server, links in the description down below. I show my profits, but I also show some of my losses. And I'm not perfect. No YouTuber is perfect and going to make a 100% win rate. So keep that in mind. But I want to show you some more on the stock. Okay, the borrow fee rate according to Stocks Era is sitting at about 368%. Still incredibly massive. There are currently 0 shares available to borrow. So this number, if this stays the same, stays consistent, this number should consistently uptrend, and we see more pressure happening on short sellers, which hypothetically leads to the stock just absolutely going parabolic. Okay. Now, another thing that kind of caught my eye was Redbox is said to have fair value of $11.67 on Morningstar. Remember, these are just some quantitative ratings, some different catalysts and things that go into the stock to give you this number. This is no real person behind that. So we're sitting on a few very bullish things. I mean, I know it sounds weird and kind of counterintuitive that I'm saying bullish whenever we're looking for a short squeeze, because in all honesty, I mean, I personally, and I don't mean this as FUD if you are in the stock that way, but I see Redbox as a squeeze play and not as a value play. it's kind of a dying business that they're in per se, and I don't mean this as any bad way, but I mean, if we go ahead and just kind of look, there are in talks to be acquired by Chicken Soup for the Soul, and if all goes planned, for each share that they own, they will get 0.087 shares of Chicken Soup for the Soul. And right now, CSSE stock trades for $9.75. Okay, so you get 0.087 of that. Okay, so very interesting. I mean, if you kind of just look, we scroll down a little bit more with all the math that goes into it, this offer values Redbox at 82 cents per share, which kind of shows, one, there's a reason that there's so much short interest in the stock, but if it plays out and it squeezes, I mean, huge potential money to be made. But it also shows that the value in this company is kind of non-existent. And I don't mean that in a FUD way, I don't mean in a bad way. I'm just looking at things and kind of giving you my opinion. As I've said before, and I'll say it again on this channel, my kind of job is to talk about my opinion and what I'm thinking rather than to sell you what you want to hear. But that's just my personal intake on this. I'm not a financial advisor and all different stuff, but I wanted to give everybody a little update on Redbox and kind of what I think. Personally, I'm not in the stock right now. I think that there is upside potential for a squeeze, definitely. But what I've been doing recently is just I've been putting myself into a lot of stocks and a lot of positions, and I don't want to overdo my portfolio. I like to kind of keep things passively managed per se, more swing trades and more long-term type of things. So that's what I'm doing right now, and I'm staying away, but that does not mean I think you should or you shouldn't. You have the freedom to make your own decision and all that different stuff. But if you did enjoy this video, make sure to subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications so you don't miss out on any of my future videos. Thank you for making it to the end of this one. Check out my Discord server and get some Webull free stocks. Links are in the description down below, and I will see you at the next video.